Hello, and in this video we're going to be covering conic sections circles. I'm just going to jump right in, and we're going to start with the standard form of the function, which can be expressed as x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared is equal to r squared. So just dissecting this is, you see h and y, the standard function variables. You see this h and k, which are the center point of the circle, h, comma, k. Something that I'll explain in a sec is these negative signs do not translate down to the actual center point of the circle. Well, these are just parts of the function, and I'll show you exactly how that works in a second. And then you finish off with this r squared. This r squared is basically expresses, well, just the r anyway, expresses the radius of the circle. Well, so this is going to be a single number. For that reason, I just like to put it, this last piece, I just like to put it as one variable, which in this case I'll express as a capital R. So the radius can be found as the square root of capital R, or this whole thing. And so just remember, the standard form only uses this one. This is just a preference of mine to find the actual radius. So diving in, I'm going to show you an actual example of a standard form of a circle and what you can basically do with it graphing wise on this graph I took the liberty of putting on here. So the example is x plus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared is equal to 16. So I'm just going to do it like I did before, and I'm going to put the center up here. The center is -3, 1. And you see that I switched the signs, which is like I was explaining before over here. This is part of the equation, and you don't actually translate it into these. So the basic way of looking at it is you just flip the signs that you see down here. So you just make this a negative and this a positive, as I've written up here. The actual explanation is behind it is next to every single, in the standard function, next to this stands as you multiply a -1 times this number. But if this number is already a negative, so let me show you how to do that example real quick. -1 multiplied by a negative h. The negatives would cancel out in this situation, and you would get a positive h as a result. And that's the basic explanation of why when this is positive, it changes to a negative over here. So let me just get rid of that real quick. So that's the center. The radius, pretty simple. You just take this whole number, and you just find the square root of it. Square root of 16. Pretty simple. Let me just write that out. Square root of 16 is equal to 4. So the radius, I'm just going to say r up here, is equal to 4. So with this information, you can pretty much just graph the circle on a graph. So you find the center point first. And this is the center point, -3, 1. And then the radius just expresses how many units are coming out in any direction from the center point. So to draw the basic circle, and just to kind of guide you, I would just take the four, or different, I would just take 2 points on the y-axis and 2 points on the x-axis, just for the basic graphing. So you just go 4 units in any direction, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, And it's okay if it goes off the graph as long as you have a general idea of where it would go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can just graph this circle. And that's basically everything you can do with just the standard form of this circle. Well, I hope this video has been helpful, and that's basically all. Thank you.